Franco here, and I'm back with another Clash of Clans video today. And today I wanted to show off our war log for a little bit because I actually don't even remember the last time I talked about it in one of my videos. Oh, actually, it's kind of funny news. Is actually Aries is back. He decided to join back. I don't know. We didn't ask in the chat why he came back or why he left even. But as you can see, we actually have 49 and 50 members. So we do have a spot open. I just kicked out another one of those inactive people that I was talking about in my last video because I said I'll be kicking people along like during the week. So we only have Beathen and Tones P left, which are both my friends and Tones P is my brother, Beathen's my friend in real life. But I think I'll be kicking them out soon if they don't play recently, which I doubt they will. But yeah, maybe before next video, both of them will be kicked out. So we have 50 strong members. But our war log has been pretty solid. So we have back-to-back perfect wars. And I think if we go back to my videos, like I'm not going to go back during the video, but if we go back and see what my war streak has been for getting a 6-star war, well, I can't show it here. But if we go back to see what my war streak is with a 6-star war, I think it's been like the past. So I got 6 stars this last war. I think it's been the past. So we have the recent one, the one before, for sure, I think. And then I even think that war loss, I had a 6-star war. So my 6-star war streak is at least 4 in a row, and I don't really see it stopping anytime soon. So let's look at this recent war that we had. Oh, it's actually really funny. So these are some of the worst attacks I think I've ever seen. And I actually want a defense, so let's watch this defense, see what this guy does. I actually watched this replay before, now that I remember. But he goes in with Queen Walk E-Drag, which, if you don't know, is the strategy that I was rocking for about like a year and a half until I started doing Super Archer Blimp. And my logic was like, I always upgrade heroes. I'm not like a pay to play player, where I can like constantly buy books of heroes and have them like alive. So I always have a hero down. I've had that for like the entirety of my Clash of Clans career. I think that's what makes free to play kind of fun. Is it's like more challenging. Like you have to find attack strategies that like are viable while you're weaker. And like a lot of times when you find videos and stuff of like good attack strategies, it's always like people who like kind of don't relate, which I think to the majority of users, which are free to play, I think. So that's why I kind of like making my videos. Is I was like, nobody's making videos like this where they talk about attack strategies that you actually can use. Like, because I would always like see people like, and then you dive your king in here and queen over here, and I'm like, I can't do that. I don't have those heroes. So that's why I always use Queen Walk E-Drag. Is I was like, hey, I'll always have my queen up. And Queen Walk, my idea behind it for those like year and a half was like, I want to get the maximum value I possibly can out of the queen while she's because I'll never upgrade her. I'll just use books on her, and using a Queen Walk is like the maximum value you can get out of her. So maybe it takes a little bit emphasis away from not having the other heroes. That was my logic at least. But now I figured out Super Archer Blimp is the best for at least not having the king. I don't think the king really supports too much, but yeah, that was a horrible fail. They actually failed on Guardy too. I was watching this live, 49% 0-star. It was actually pretty close, I'm not gonna lie. A little bit of a spoiler there, but yeah, like I was saying, now I keep, well, with the way that hero equipment has changed, I don't even upgrade my Warden anymore. He's at level 55, and now that the ability isn't attached to his level, oh, this is actually nice. He got his Super Wizard blown up there right in the trap. But now that the Warden isn't attached to the level, there's really no point in upgrading him because I don't really need his extra damage from his little strike. It's like kind of slow and kind of bad. I don't do Warden walks, like, so realistically I'll never upgrade my Warden until all of my heroes are maxed, and then I want to start using books on him. Like, I really don't see a scenario where I'm going to start using the Warden where I'm going to start upgrading the Warden, because you always need him with his abilities, but my Warden abilities are almost maxed. They're both level 17 on the defaults. I haven't upgraded the new ones at all, the Healing Tome or Rage Tome, just because I don't have the resources for it, but I would like to upgrade those after I get my Queen ones done. But yeah, so with my current strategy with upgrading the king, I really think Super Archer Blimp is by far the strongest attack strategy, as we can see by my 4 perfect wars in a row. So we'll watch my first attack here. I think that's all we'll watch. And this is my army that I go in, and I've been getting a lot of people in the clan trying to copy it. Not like saying trying to copy it as in like, oh, they're so bad, like why are they trying to copy it? No, like I'm encouraging people to copy this attack strategy because I'm like, hey, this is so good, like you got to try it yourself. And I was actually debating for this base, like there was that invisibility tower. I was like, if I get it close enough, what if I could use the invisibility tower on my super archers? But the timing that it popped was slightly after the first one, and you really want to be quick with that first invisibility. So I didn't actually get to like swag their invisibility, kind of, which would be so cool. But it just like didn't work out, and I'm a little bit disappointed because that would have looked so sick. But um, super archers take out more than enough. Like if they take out the eagle and the town hall, um, realistically they're going to take out the buildings between them. So like I know just the eagle in the town hall like isn't enough, but that never happens. So the eagle is never right next to the town hall. So he's going to take out the buildings between them, which is honestly enough value. So if you get the eagle in the town hall, you're going to get the buildings between them, no matter what they are. They're going to be key defenses because you're not going to have no key defense between the eagle and the town hall. So that's roughly how I gauge. I got both of them, and there's kind of no shot that I don't three-star here. So I think I popped I popped the queen ability already. I don't really think it got much value, the giant arrow. It just kind of like slices through, especially against like um, Town Hall 15 max bases, kind of. Like I know the cannons and archer towers aren't, but I I wish I could check how much health is on an air defense. But I think I can actually strike through a max air defense. I think the giant arrow does 2,500 damage. I need to check the HP levels of the air defenses to see what she can one-shot, because that's kind of huge. Obviously, she can one-shot the air sweepers, which is kind of helpful, and I think just random cannons and archer towers, which, like, it's not really worth to aim to take out the cannons and archer towers. I just honestly find that I just fire that like fucker blind. I just throw it across the whole base. Like whatever happens, it's gonna get value as long as it gets through the maximum amount of buildings. Like maybe the battle builders will repair a little bit, but then they're repairing that instead of something important. So I get another 6-star here, or a 3-star, and then another 3-star, so that becomes a 6-star. And I wanted to not be greedy because we have Guardy back in this war, and I don't know if I talked about it, but we actually lost our war streak because he didn't do his attack. So I took him out as like a punishment, kind of, or whatever. No, but I like took him out because there's other people that want to do war, and I wasn't sure if he was active or not in the next war, and that was actually one of our worst wars. And then I put him back in I think these last two, and he's been cooking pretty well. So I'll have to show off his. Oh my God, it's so annoying. I always start a war right after one ends, so I can't click to it quick. But yeah, I thought I'd show off his attack. So he's actually who I copied for Super Archer Blimp, the attack strategy, kind of. So I copied Super Archer Blimp using his attack strategy, and he likes to use balloons, and then the blimp. But or sorry, where was I going with that? Yeah, he likes to use balloons with the blimp, but he likes to invest the warden ability a lot of the time, which honestly I think is what just makes his attack fails. Like I think the warden ability really isn't worth it to get to for the blimp. I was watching like a video like Itsu was making, one of the popular Clash of Clans YouTuber, and he was saying like even if the blimp lands short, like say the blimp like landed on top of like this building or this wall, it would still get a lot of value. It would still wipe around that whole arc, and you can still 3-star base, especially if you have all your heroes, and they're as high a level as his are. So it's not really, it doesn't matter too much about getting the blimp super far into the base. Like super archers still get a lot of value, and this information is coming from at the time when the top player actually pushed to the top of Legends League using Super Archer Blimp, because it's kind of unreliable. You can hit a tornado trap anywhere, so if you just like take away the warden ability, and in my case, well, in the top player's case, he just like, I don't even think he used it. It's just straight blimp, maybe a couple balloons or something. But I like to use a Lava Hound. So we had a war against someone who the enemy clan all used Super Archer Blimp, and they perfect warred us back, and I think we lost by 1 star. This is a while ago. But I started to use Super Archer Blimp because I just saw how overpowered it was, and well, with Guardy's attacks, and then with their Lava Hound use the Lava Hound right before the blimp, because the Lava Hound can kind of tank a black air mine, which is kind of the goal. You want it to seek out the seeking air mine, and then it can wipe out a lot of the red air bombs, and it actually just like distracts with the lava pups too while your blimp is like floating over. So it lets your blimp get significantly further in. And you saw Guardy had to sacrifice 5 or 6 balloons, and it's kind of a little bit risky. Like if you sacrifice 5 or 6 balloons, there's no guarantee that the balloons are going to tank long enough as you need, just like the Lava Hound will, because the Lava Hound will sail through past the defenses to the air defense. So if you line it up right, like I think the Lava Hound is actually better to use and like sacrifice than, well, obviously the Warden ability and obviously the balloons. But I forget. I was tempted to show off another attack here, and I can't remember what it was, but we'll show off this guy Leo attack here. He's a new member, and I really didn't know how good he was because you have so many people come in, and they're just like all talk. They're like, "Oh, I'm so good at attacking. Like I know all the pro attack." I'm just like, "Shut up, man." So I think this guy, he was a new member, and I might have got him confused with like a different member. Whoa, I did not actually watch this attack. So he goes in with a Warden Walk, and this should have been a red flag that he is not all talk, because no beginner uses a fucking Warden Walk. Like, I've never Warden Walked in my life. I just feel like it's such, like, you can always do a Queen Walk. When you see someone Queen Walk, it's kind of like a red flag that they're like trying a new attack strategy, but like might suck still. But if someone's using a Warden Walk, you're kind of like, oh shit, they actually planned out like most of the attacks. So yeah, clearly this guy was pretty good. He's number 6, and I have such an emphasis on people getting 6 stars. And I get pretty upset when people attack way too high when there's plenty of people that can take these bases. But clearly this guy was just like, fuck it. Like, he was so confident in his ability to actually get a 6 star that he attacked too higher, and then I think number 5 as well, and also got a 3 star. So that's pretty good. I love having people like this in the clan that are just like so confident in their attacks, because this was a pretty rush base, to be fair. So it wasn't too strong of a base, and considering by his hero levels and well, attack strategy, this seems like a pretty good attacker. So yeah, I mean, he goes in with the, well, just regular bowler super wizard smash attack. And I don't know how many witches he had. It doesn't look like any survived. Maybe he just had like 1 or 2. Oh, there's a witch up here. But it doesn't look like a majority of witch attack. I don't think it's too viable at the higher town halls here. But the guy Andrew in our clan that's new, he has been doing super bowler recall. No Warden Walk, just Queen Walk recall, and works pretty well. So I wonder if this guy Leo started using super bowler, if he would be as overpowered as like that Andrew guy is with his super bowlers. Let's actually show off one of his attacks too, just to show what I'm talking about with super bowler. But I think this is honestly the best attack strategy in the game. But there's a couple downsides to it. Is one, you have to boost super troops, which nobody really likes to do. I mean, I honestly never boost super troops. It kind of might sound a little like bit of a hypocrite here because I have a super troop boosted right now, but it's the Ice Hound. I only ever really boost super troops just for defensive clan castle, because if you boost them for offense and then you become reliable on them, then when they go away, you're like, oh, now I gotta invest another 25,000 Dark Elixir. That's a lot. Just like get a troop. Like, I just really could never get my wrap my brain around it. But I boosted for the Ice Hound, and it was honestly just out of pure stupidity, because there was like the thing where it's like use 8 wizards or something, or it was like use 13 hog riders, like one of those dumb challenges. And I did it, and I saw like a red potion, and I like couldn't claim it. Like when you have 5 of them, it says claim. It's like, are you sure you want to sell it? And I was like, oh, red potion, so I'll just boost a super troop with my super potions because I had 5 of them. So I boosted the Ice Hounds, and I was like, wait, I still can't claim it. And then I was like, I'm an idiot. It was a hero potion, so I literally just wasted well, not wasted, but like I didn't have to use it. But yeah, this guy makes easy work of bases. And what happened was this war, I wish I could show like last night what it looked like, but there was still like a couple bases up when I went to sleep, and Guardy was like playing Clan Capital. Wait, I already showed his attack. He was playing Clan Capital, and we were like, Guardy, do your attack or whatever. Like, I could show it in the chat. It was like popping off, like everybody was there. And I was like, he's like camera shy or something. Like why is he not doing war? Like we all saw him online. And then I went to bed and I was like, I bet I'm gonna wake up and he didn't do his war attack. I was like, no way he does that. And then I woke up and he got a 3 star on the hardest base and we got a 120 star war, which we have not had for a while because we've been running only 30v30s, but that's the thing is there's no 35-person option, so we had to do a 40 because I wanted to include more people. And we got a perfect war, which I was not expecting. I would like to keep running 40v40 person wars, but this guy in our clan, one of like our pretty influential member, DM Goku, you can see he raises the hand on all. I guess he has 6 accounts in this clan. Holy shit! But he was like, I want to opt out for a week. And so I was like, hey, 6 accounts, we're not doing 40-person war anymore. So yeah, we're back to 30-person war. I'll keep you guys updated if we keep the perfect war streak alive because if it was up to me, we would. So I try not to be too greedy and take number one because I'm like, I know Guardy can also attack number one. And if it's a little bit harder than I think I can get, I don't even bother because I don't want to waste an attack and I don't have my king. So he has his king, and I know he can be a little bit stronger on the attack sometimes. I don't know. I don't agree with him not using Lava Hound, but whatever. But I can always take 2, 3, like, or maybe like 3, 4. I'll give him 1, 2, but I don't want to rely on him just in case he misses attacks anymore. But everybody's been pretty good with just not like repeating bases if there's been a miss on stars. So we just keep attacking lower to force everybody to attack lower. With only 30 people, I think we'll have more than enough depth through these wars. But yeah, I think that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.